Somebody who is very healthy and they're like, nah, I'll never need health insurance.
Health problems come unexpectedly.
True.
You're skiing and, God forbid, break your leg and you need to get helicoptered. Just that helicopter ride alone could cost you upward of $300,000.
God, I am. Really?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't know that. You ready?
Yeah.
100%?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. Today, I'm in a different type of, realm. I've never had health insurance, and it's a very interesting topic. I want to have health insurance in the future. I know you guys do, but you guys don't understand how it works or how you can get it. So today with me, I have an amazing guy, very successful man. Without further ado, my good friend, John Henson.
Thank you, Mikey.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's a pleasure being on your show. I appreciate it very much. I love watching your shows, so kind of being on it is a different experience.
Hell yeah. So where are we at right now, John?
So this is my office in Murray, Utah.
You used to live in Florida, right?
Yeah, I did. So I lived in Florida before this, and I actually moved here because of this company.
How was that trip?
I actually drove here.
Really?
So it was crazy.
God damn.
And it was like January. Instead of taking the southern route from Florida, I took the northern route. And so I had to drive through South Park, Colorado with a 2-wheel drive Honda. And it was covered in snow.
Yeah, that's not...
It was kind of fun.
Fuck.
I actually enjoyed it.
How did you get into health insurance?
So actually, it's a funny story. I let a homeless guy live with me back in New York, and he was trying to repay the favor. He wanted to steal parts off of cars to fix mine.
Okay.
I said, no, don't do that, man. I don't want you to do that. He goes, well, why don't I introduce you to somebody who could give you a job? And I said, oh, okay, that's kind of more my thing. Let's try that. And so he introduced me to somebody. And so I got working into the insurance business because I let a homeless guy live with me.
That's awesome. That's crazy. Do you think it was a way of the universe repaying you back?
It has to be, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've had something bad happen and it turns into, for example, something good where, for example, I was in New York and I crashed my car, and obviously that was a horrible day. And because of that, I wound up moving to Florida. Now that I had my license that I got from letting that homeless guy live with me, I was able to take that a step further, and I met a guy in Florida, kind of a has-been. He had done this, his whole life, was 40-something years old. He didn't want to do it anymore, but through me, I was able to go kind of do all the cold calling, and he brought his expertise. Long story short, if I never got into that car crash, my son wouldn't be alive today.
Wow.
Because that's what wound up bringing me here to Utah.
Everything that you do in life, every decision you make, every choice you have has a reaction to it.
Yeah, that butterfly effect.
Yeah, exactly. You could have done something when you were 9 years old where all of a sudden, boom, now it got you where you're here.
Exactly. I never would have thought crashing my car was a good thing.
You never know what is going to come from anything.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So after that, you found health insurance and it opened up your eyes. Was it a very fast success that came along with that, or
no?
How hard was it to climb the ladder of health insurance?
I was 18 when I got licensed, and it wasn't until I was probably 23 that I started making money.
Is getting the license pretty hard?
No, the license was easy. Well, actually, no, the license was hard for me too. No, the license was hard for me personally because I didn't like to study. And so it took me like 7 tries of continuing to go and retake the test without studying for it until I finally passed it. Where a lot of people I hire, they study for it, they pass it the first time, but they make money their first year, right? Like 200,000 sometimes. And it didn't work that way for me. It took me some time to really find the discipline required to come in every single day and start capitalizing money-wise, where insurance can be easy. You can spend a lot of time just messing around. You're self-employed. You kind of do whatever you want, and you have to commit to actually coming in. Nobody's going to tell you to come in. I would come in, make $2,000, and then leave. $2,000 and then leave and not come back for like 3 months.
Because
because that's all I needed.
Yeah, exactly. When was that switch that you were like, damn, I want more?
At some point when I was in Florida working for this company, I decided I want more out of life. And I just finally got myself to come in every single day. And it was about 3 months after that I got promoted, and they offered to move me up to Utah and help me build this office.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Damn. And when you get to Utah, what do you think about Utah?
Utah, yeah. So at first, what's Utah, right? Like from Florida or New York, I'm like, what's Utah? But it's a beautiful place. I love the mountains. I love skiing. It's a very nice place. I do miss the beach, though. There's nothing like being able to drive 5 minutes down the road and go surfing versus having to drive 2 hours to, go skiing.
What do you think is the hardest thing about starting a business in health insurance?
The hardest thing is just sticking with it, building that stream of income and that client book, because it starts off with one. And so you might go 3 months without making a sale your first 3 months or not making much money. And maybe only after 3 months making $200, but then it's exponential growth. Once you're in the business for a year, you're making 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month. 2 years in, right? So it's just sticking it out. If you're going to build a business in longevity, you have to be ethical. You have to build that reputation for doing the right thing for people.
I've always said the amount of value that you give is how much you get paid. That's just how it is.
That's it. The bigger problems you solve, the more money you make.
There's a lot of people who have this made up imagination of themselves and they think they should be paid a lot, but that's not how it is. It's about how much value you're bringing.
Buy an education, something that's going to teach you something, build yourself. Yes. No one can take that. They can take your car, but nobody can take your education. If you have an education, you can build it again. Not like a school education, but you know what I mean.
Just life, bro. That's why I know for a fact I could never, ever, ever be homeless. One, I am a good person to people. So I know for a fact I have at least 5 people on my contact list that I can hit up and say, hey, I'm going through something. Give me a week, just a week in your couch. I will not be around at all. You will not see me at the house because I'm going to be out there looking for a job. A lot of people who go homeless, they hit up the friend, say, hey, can I stay a week or a month? They're there. They're sleeping the whole day. The friend is like, yo, what the hell are you going to do? Like, what's up? What's going on? And they're like, he doesn't understand me. And they get in a fight and then he ends up in the streets.
Instead of appreciating
the opportunity
night that their friend gave them and using it to their advantage to try and get back on their feet, they're procrastinating and going, okay, I got what I need for the night. I'm good.
Instead of being so grateful that somebody was like, hey, I see you in a bad position. I'm going to help you out. We all going to go through bad times. It's always going to be bad at some point. But the way you react to that, it's what really shows who you are as a man, as a human. If you're speaking to someone like me who has no idea what health insurance is about, right? I've never had it. As an immigrant, I came to this country and all I did was, work. Not even my parents have health insurance. And to me, that it's like such a foreign thing to me.
People don't have health insurance in Mexico or in...
We don't. Over there, it's like, yo, you need to be healthy. That's it. I've been to Europe as well. I've been to Denmark, and over there, it comes with it. But they take so much taxes.
They do. Yeah, it is
like I had to pay like 40% of my taxes.
I'd rather pay less taxes and buy my own health insurance. Exactly. A lot of people don't see that.
They don't see
Canada
that,
has good health insurance, but they charge you 40% in taxes. So
I hate when they're like, oh, Europe does it the best. Everybody gets health insurance. Yeah, but try getting a check of $1,000 and they take $400 off your check. Then you're going to be mad too. How can you explain health insurance to a dummy?
I think a lot of people just think that it's cheaper to just go get their checkup and to not have health insurance. And they're right, it is. But I don't have health insurance for my checkups. I actually don't even use it for that because I don't want it on my records if there's something wrong with me. But God forbid there's something major. I have health insurance to protect my assets, to protect me from going bankrupt, and to protect me from having to go to bad doctors. Sometimes, even if you have health insurance, it's the wrong health insurance. And people just don't understand the industry. They're either paying too much or they don't have good networks and they can only go to certain doctors. If you don't have the right health insurance, they can tell you not to get the surgery that you need to get if they don't think it's life-threatening because they want to keep their costs down. Say you have an HMO and you're going to pay a lot more a month for it because they have their certain guidelines of who they accept that are a little bit more lenient maybe. The client just doesn't understand the industry. What I would say is if you don't understand health insurance, get with somebody that does, and just ask them some questions. Make sure you're on the right plan.
I'm learning from you right now.
Yeah, right.
In health insurance, there's competitors. What separates you from the rest?
We look at all the options available. We don't just show them one plan. We're not trying to shove one plan down someone's throat. We're trying to find the plan that best fits each person's individual needs. We're finding the right plan for the person versus having to find the right person for the plan.
That's big. That's important.
If you only have access to one plan, greed has a chance of kicking in and forcing the agent to give the client something that's not best for them because that's all they have.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Shit.
That makes a lot of sense.
What do you think is the dark side of health insurance?
People thinking that they have to make this plan work for someone because that's all they have, and therefore trying to either lie to the company or lie to the client about what it is, where I think having access to all the plans kind of takes that out of the equation, because if one plan doesn't work for them, there are other plans. It's a very saturated market. There are a lot of plans. And so if you have access to them all, you're not going to give them something that doesn't work for them. It just doesn't make sense to, because you're going to get paid regardless. You might as well help them with what's best for them. A lot of times the dark side is people not being honest.
So it has to be an individual process for every single client.
Yeah,
right?
It has to match their specific needs.
What would you say to somebody who is very healthy and they're like, nah, I'll never need health insurance?
Health problems come unexpectedly.
True.
You're skiing and, God forbid, break your leg and you need to get helicoptered. Just that helicopter ride alone could cost you upward of $300,000.
God, I am. Really?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't know that. Holy
Now
shit.
you're in the ICU. It just adds up really quick. If you don't have insurance, the best doctor is not going to want to see you. And even if he does, it could cost a lot of money. At the end of the day, someone's going to pay that bill.
Yeah.
And if you have money in your account, they're going to take it. And if you don't, you're going to claim bankruptcy and you're not going to be able to buy a house for over 10 years. I think it's something like 60 or 70%. I forget the exact percentage of bankruptcies are due to medical debt in this country.
And that's a scary thing. We just have no idea when the day is going to come.
Right. That's not something you can plan.
When you're not doing this type of work, this is a stressful job, a lot of things going on, but at the same time, very valuable because you help a lot of people. What do you do in your fun time when you're not around this?
This is fun.
Ooh, okay.
But I love to hang out with my wife and son.
Yeah.
I have friends.
You have a beautiful family too, bro. You just became a dad not long ago.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, it's challenging and very rewarding. And very challenging. Did I say challenging?
Yeah,
I did say challenging. Like you just bought a house. That's rewarding, right? But also challenging.
Oof, yeah, bro. It's hard. That's why I always say, be careful with what you wish for. Because it's so true. We all think that, we're going to get that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we're going to be happy. And it's so far away from the truth. You need to be happy before you obtain anything. Because nothing in this world will change you. You could want $1 million your whole life and think that that's going to make you happy. But as soon as you get the $1 million, if you weren't happy before that, it's going to be even harder to be happy.
Happiness is a frame of mind. It's hard work.
I believe happiness is a skill, bro.
Just like anything else.
Anything else, bro.
You have to smile and then become happy, not the other way around. Right?
You got to be smiling while struggling. And that's really hard for some people.
It's easy to smile when things are going well.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when you're in a tough situation where you have to remind yourself that, hey, I need to pucker up
this
here.
Is the way.
If I smile, I'm 30% more likely to come up with a solution.
Yes. If there's a young man trying to get into the health insurance business, what advice can you give him?
I don't think anybody dreams as a 12-year-old kid to be an insurance agent. Right? Yeah. But we all want to help people look good, make good money, wear a suit, have that cool job. And this is something that you could do that in at an entry level. You can start that and just work your way up. You don't have to have a degree or go to school for 4 or 8 years to do it. You can just go in, take a 2-week quick license test. You study for 2 weeks, take the test, you're licensed. Obviously, you don't know anything about health insurance still, but that's your way in. You don't need to go to school. So it's very doable for somebody who wants that doesn't have that experience to go get a corporate job and make $1 million, But in this, you can.
If you could go back in time, John, and tell something to your younger self, what would you tell him?
I would have told myself to work harder at it sooner. Because like I said, for the first 5 years, I think I would just make $2,000 in a week and then leave for 2 months and not come back because I could do that. And I took advantage of my time. I capitalized my time. And again, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't take that back because it was fun. Just be more ruthless. Just do more.
Oof, I like that. Sometimes we get complacent.
Yeah.
And we get comfortable. When in reality, it's about what else can I do?
You just have to do more.
I feel like by not doing more, you stop blessings and opportunities from coming to you. You just got to keep doing more and more and more, experiencing more. I feel like experiencing nowadays, bro, I want to do more with my girl. I don't know if that happens to you, but every time I go to a new place, it's like a new version of Macon is born. And I'm like, I want to do this actually, because I'm in a different environment. So now I'm like, maybe I should start that thing that I've been thinking of doing, but I didn't have that different outlook.
Yeah, just doing anything is going to put you in front of more situations, more opportunity, more possibility. You could go do a job that you hate and wind up meeting your best friend or your wife. It just works that way.
Yeah, it just works that way. That's how life is. Yeah, John, it's been great, bro. Having you on the show. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah.
Happy to be here.
What do you got to say to the people? Where can they find you?
Follow me on my Instagram. If you have any questions, I'm here to help.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah, that was good, bro.
Hell yeah.
And to you guys, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with us right now with your host, Macon, and the amazing John. Thank you so much. And like I always say, people, stop cheating on your girl, man. You got to stop cheating on that girl.
Go Macon. What the?
Yo, you guys got to stop cheating. I mean, there's a lot of cheating going on right now, John. It's like a pandemic out there, bro. I thought COVID was bad, but cheating is bad right now, bro.
Cheating is very bad.
It's very bad.
It's a bad thing.
Oh, yes. And I wish there was a health insurance for your heart.
When you want to cheat,
know?
just think what it would feel like to be cheated on.
That would be cool if there was insurance for people who got cheated on and now they're hurt.
Who would have to pay the claim? The cheater?
Yes, because that's fucked up. You shouldn't be cheating on But yeah, love you guys. Have a great night. Have a great day and do better and love yourselves. Peace out.
That was awesome.
That was dope, dude.